भाई अभी से रोल कर दिए। अरे उतरने तो दो यार। आगे बढ़ जाओ। अरे मैडम मैडम एक्सक्यूज मी। ओए ओए। अरे मोबाइल। अरे तू क्यों आगे जा रहा? सर लुक ए बाबा ए साइड में ना है भाई ए साइड में।
पीछे ना कैमरा आ रहा है। कैमरा आ रहा है।
आगे चला गया।
आप अकेले आए हैं?
कैमरा आ रहा है।
सालों में तुम लोग यार आप लोग थोड़ा साइड में इनफ
लेने दो मैडम को फोटो लेने दो। लेंस आ रहा है।
Thank you so much. It's really a pleasure being here. And Aparna, you started with the word wonderful.
I did.
Right? Yeah. So I'm going to start with the word lovely. Okay? It's lovely audience, lovely weather, lovely writer, and a lovely event. And I must say, you're also looking pretty lovely.
Well, thank you, Sahil.
Koi Raz, any secrets?
Of course, lots of secrets. But isn't this evening all about secrets?
Yes, of course, exactly. This is all about secrets. We're launching a book today. The book cover is right here. Coffee Days, Champagne Nights, and Other Secrets. And it's written by KJ.
Karan Johar.
Oh, no, Aparna, क्या बात कर रही हो? Karan Johar कहाँ? Karan Johar तो कुछ होता है के साथ हैं. Here we're talking about our dear friend. Okay, she started as a journalist. And now she is flying with an international airline. And she is an upcoming and the first time author. And she's none other than Kainaz Jassawala.
Woohoo!
And now, well, we've already talked about Kainaz Jassawala. And
Oh, but you know what? You haven't said enough, and hold on, because I know Kainaz a wee bit more than you.
I forgot, you know, I had an instinct that she's always going to be a brilliant writer.
Oh, but you don't know, because we've kind of known her from college days.
I know.
Not many years ago, we'd like to think.
Uh-huh.
And she was always the wittiest, the...
Akhtar.
Whoa!
Javed Saab, aaye zara, please. With Kainaz, of course.
Can we have our distinguished guest and the
Yeah.
star of the evening on the stage, please?
Come. Sir. जावेद साहब, मैं आपसे गुजारिश करूंगा कि कुछ दो अल्फाज हमारी राइटर एंड इस किताब के बारे में कहें. इट विल बी रियली नाइस, सर.
Good evening, everybody. It's really a pleasure meeting young people like Kainaz who are still interested in books. Nowadays, when life has taken a kind of a frantic speed and everything is either Googled or found on their mobile smartphones, people have hardly any time, I'm afraid, for books. Leave aside writing. As a matter of fact, they don't have time for reading. But I suppose no medium can replace books. Today I see most of the children are on iPads or they are watching TV comic books and so on. The difference between an iPad, what provides the visual, audio visual, or the TV that provides you audio visual, and the book, is that you are given a menu. It's a fixed menu. This is the visual, this is the image, everything is given to you. There is no participation of the viewer. The viewer is the only receiver. But when you are reading a book, particularly fiction, you are making your own locations in your mind. You are making the faces of the characters. You are making the sets of the houses yourself. Everything. So when you read the book, your imagination enriches. Your imagination gets an exercise, which doesn't happen when the visual, everything is provided to you. But for that, obviously, you have to use your own energy, your own mind. Not many people appreciate that. People want easy way out. They want everything on the platter. So wonderful that a girl of her age, who was once upon a time an air hostess. Now, the difference between a writer and air hostess, if you want to become air hostess, it means you have an imagination for flight. And if you are a writer, then you have to have flight of imagination.
That's so beautiful.
So ultimately, our friend has proved that she has flight of imagination. I've seen two kinds of writers in the world. Writers who are exactly the way they write, and writers who are exactly opposite of what they write. I've seen writers who write shocking, very dark stories, but in their personal life they are very gentle, polite, sophisticated. I have seen writers who write very dramatic stories, but then personally they are very simple people. Then at the same time I have seen writers who are witty or who have that tongue-in-cheek quality in their writing, and the same goes in their personal conversation and personality also. So we will have to decide whether she is exactly like her writing or she is opposite. I know about her writing. I have yet to read the book, but whatever little I could gather about the book is that these stories are mysterious, dark, naughty, and sometimes very cruel. So now we will have to toss a coin to find out whether she is exactly like that or she is exactly opposite of that. So nevertheless, in either cases, my best wishes to you. Good luck to you, and I hope that, I'm sure that this novel, this book collection of short stories will be appreciated, because whatever little I have read, that has made me very curious, and I am going to read it from cover to cover, that's for sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Javed Saab.
So come on, Kainas, tell us who you are and which kind of, are you mysterious? Are you cruel? Are you witty? Are you exactly like your book or the antithesis of it? So over to you, Kainas, to share about your book.
Okay, firstly, thank you so much, Javed Saab. It is absolutely lovely to be spoken of so well by you. I'm really, really happy about it. And thank you, Sahil and Appy, for the introductions. I think you all know a lot about me already, but it's for the audience to decide. Let me start by saying that an author's journey is not just a writer's journey, but the journey of the soul. My soul is restless and relentless, obstinate and completely uncontrollable when it comes to following or chasing my dreams. Those who know me as a compulsive rule breaker, just when they have figured me out, I do something completely bizarre, and I astound myself as well. So coffee days, champagne nights, and other secrets, the duality, I believe, is the game of life. And I do believe that all of us are wearing some kind of mask, some kind of secrets. And whoever says they don't have a secret are simply fooling themselves or us. I'd like to say something about my book. I started off, I think, a couple of years ago. And I'd always decided that I wanted to be an author, writer with the journalist background I had, but I always made excuses. And when I lost my grandmom at the age of 103, most of you all know that, I realized that I need to take charge of my life. The dream that I promised her, the promise that I gave her was completely unfinished. And that's when I decided that, you know, it's time for no more games, no more excuses, get out there and do it. And she waited till 103 just to see me as an author. And unfortunately, she's not here. But I'm sure wherever she is, there is a connection.